Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to look at multiplying mixed fractions. So before we start, we'll look at some definitions here. So a proper fraction is a fraction whose value is less than 1, where the numerator is less than the denominator. So we look here, example of proper fractions. We have 2/3, 1/5, 3/7, 8/9, all less than 1 as a value. Improper fraction is a fraction whose value is 1 or greater than 1, where the numerator is equal or greater than the denominator. So here's some improper fractions. They're all greater than 1 or equal to 1 as such. And a mixed fraction, or it's sometimes called a mixed number, is an integer combined with a proper fraction. So here we have 2 and 1/3, 4 and 3/7, 22 and 6/9. So you see how it's mixed. That's the one way you can remember mixed fractions like that. So improper fractions and mixed fractions are two ways of representing the same value. So 7/3 for like this, we have 7/3, or we have 2 whole pieces and 1/3. They're the same value but written differently. And we can use them differently for different reasons. Improper fraction, mixed fraction. And so what we're going to do now is learn to convert from one to the other, because when we do multiplication of mixed fractions, we're going to use the improper fraction value, multiply it, and then bring it back like that. So that's what we're going to do now, how to convert one to the other. Okay, so 2 and 1/3. So we're going to use a visual representation to start us out. So here we have 2 and 1/3. And if we divide these into 3s, we have 2 times 3 as such, plus 1. So there's 7 1/3 pieces, which is 7/3. And so our method here is 2 times 3, 6, plus 1, 7, like that. 2 times 3, 6, plus 1, 7. So 7/3 as such. Okay, B. 3 and 2/5. So we have 3 and 2/5. We're going to divide those 3's into 5th sections. So here we have 3 times 5, right? There's 5 each times 3, plus the 2 others that were there already. So we have 17 1/5 pieces, which is the same as saying 17/5. So in our method here, we have 5 times 3, 15, plus 2, 17 as such. So 5 times 3 first, plus 2. So 15, 17/5, like that. Okay, so let's practice without the visual representation. 4.5. 2 times 4, 8, plus 1, 9. So our mixed and improper fraction, like that. 6 times 3, plus 1, 19/3. 5 times 7, 35, plus 2, 37/7, like that. Okay, now it's your turn. Here we go. Okay, so practice number 1. Go ahead and convert the following mixed fractions into improper fractions. Go ahead and pause the video and do that. Okay, we're back. So we have 4 times 3, 12, plus 3, 15. So mixed, improper. 4 times 3, 12, plus 1, 13. 5 times 5, 25, plus 2, 27. 14 plus 1, 15. 48 plus 1, 49/8, as such. Good, it's that easy. So now we're going to look at converting improper fractions into mixed fractions. So here is our improper fraction, right? It's greater than 1, greater or equal to 1, so 13/4. And we're going to say, okay, 13 divided by 4, we're going to do long division, and it gives us 3 whole pieces. So if we do 13 divided by 4, we get 3 whole pieces and 1 remainder. And that remainder is the size of a quarter, like that. So we have 1, 2, 3 whole pieces like that, 3, and 1/4 as such. So 13 divided by 4 gives us 3 remainder 1, and that remainder 1, the size of it is 1/4. So we have 3 and 1/4 as our mixed fraction from 13 over 4. And we can check it. 4 times 3, 12, plus 1, 13. So I highly recommend that when you're just starting out, you go ahead and do a quick check like that to make sure that you did it properly. And it's a good tip for on a test too. Just how do you know if you got the right answer? Do a quick little check, boom, you're good. Okay. Here we go. So B, 17 over 5. Perform long division, we get 3, remainder 2. So it's 3 and 2/5. And I'm going to check this one with you guys. So 5 times 3, 15, plus 2, 17 over 5. So if we go this way, it is correct. 5 over 2, long division, 2 remainder 1, so 2 and 1/2. 13 over 5, long division gives us 2 remainder 3, so it's 2 remainder 3 out of 5, like that, 2 and 3/5. E, 26 over 11, perform long division, we get 2 remainder 4, so 2 and 4/11 is our answer. Okay, so practice number 2, here you go. Go ahead and convert the following improper fractions into mixed fractions. Go ahead and pause the video and do that. Okay, so here we are. Long division, 2 remainder 1, 2 and 1/3 as such. Long division, 6 remainder 1, so 6 and 1/4. 40 divided by 11, long division, 3 remainder 7, so 3 and 7/11. 34 divided by 5, perform long division, we get 6 remainder 4, so 6 and 4/5 as such. Okay, so now we're ready to look at multiplying mixed fractions. So here's our strategy. We're going to be given a mixed fraction, we're going to convert it into an improper fraction, and then we're going to multiply and reduce those improper fractions, and then convert back to mixed fraction like this. So this area, if you've seen the previous video called multiplying fractions, will make this a lot easier for you since you've practiced that. Okay, so let's look at an example. Example A, 3 and 1/3 times 2 and 1/2. So 3 times 3, 9, 10, so 10/3. 4, 5, so 5/2, like that. We can cancel as we go, as we saw in the previous lesson. So 2 is in common, bang, bang. What's left is 5 and 1. So 5 and 5, 25. 3 and 1, 3. So 25 over 3 is our reduced improper fraction. So we're going to do long division. 25 divided by 3 gives us 8 remainder 1. So this is 8 and 1/3, like that. So all the stuff that we've been practicing is showing up in multiplying mixed fractions. So your hard work pays off. Okay, example B. 5 and 1/4 times 6 and 2/3. So we have 21. 18 plus 2, 20 as such. Now we're going to cancel. We have 4 in common here, bang, bang. 5 and 1 is left. Here we have, what do we have in common? 3. 3 is in common, bang, bang. What's left is 7. So 35 over 1. So our final answer is simply 35 with no other tidbits. Just 35 is our answer. Okay. Next, example C. 8 and 2/5 times 3 and 1/6. So we get 42/5. 18 plus 1, 19. So we see we have 6 in common, bang, bang. What's left is 7 on the top, 1 on the bottom. So 7 times 19, 133 over 5 as such. Long division gives us 26 with a remainder of 3. So this is 26 and 3/5 as such. Okay, example D. 3 1/8 times 2 1/4 times 4. So here we have 25 over 8. Here we have 9 over 4. And this 4 is 4 over 1 as such. So we see we can cancel out the 4's like that. What's left is 225 over 8. We do long division. 225 divided by 8 gives us 28 remainder 1. So 28 and 1/8 is our final answer. Okay, practice 3. A. Multiply and then convert your answer into mixed fractional form. So go ahead and pause the video and perform that multiplication. Okay, we're back. So we have 13 over 3 and we have 8 over 3. Nothing in common, so we multiply, we get 104 over 9. Long division, we get 11 remainder 5, so 11 and 5/9 is our final answer. Okay. Okay, so we'll get these three here. So same question, go ahead and pause the video and perform these multiplications. Okay, so for B, we have 37 over 7, 8, 9 over 4, nothing in common. So we multiply 37 and 9, get 333 over 7 times 4, 28. Perform long division, and we get 11 and 25ths as a remainder. So 11 and 25th 28ths is our final answer. Next, 15 over 4 times 1/5. 5 is in common, bang bang. What's left is 1 and 3. So we have 3 on the top and 4 on the bottom. So our answer here is 3/4. D. 8 times 4 plus 1, 33. 6 times 6 plus 1, 37. Here we have a 3 in common, bang bang. What's left is 11 and 2. So we multiply 11 and 37 to get 407. 8 times 2, 16. We perform long division, and we get 25ths, remainder 7. So 25th and 7/16 as our final answer. And here's our last one here, 3 and 2/5 times 4 1/3. Go ahead and pause the video and perform that multiplication. Okay, we're back. So we got 17 over 5 times 13 over 3. Nothing in common here. So we get 221 over 15. Perform long division, and we get 14 remainder 11. So that's 14 and 11/15 as our final answer. And that's it. It's that easy. So I'll see you guys in the next video.